Did you know Medusa, the snake-haired monster, wasn't always a monster at all? In fact, she was once a beautiful priestess serving in the temple of Athena, goddess of wisdom. But after a fateful encounter with Poseidon, god of the sea, she was transformed into the terrifying Gorgon we know today. In this episode of Greek Mythology Explained, we'll explore how Medusa became the most hated woman in the ancient world. Now, there are two versions of this story, and both are equally horrifying. In the first version, Poseidon, smitten by Medusa's beauty, seduces her. In the second, darker version, he forces himself upon her, right inside Athena's sacred temple. But either way, Athena is furious. Now, some might say, Athena should have punished Poseidon for his actions, but instead she turns her wrath on Medusa. In a fit of anger, Athena curses the maiden, transforming her into a terrifying Gorgon. Snakes sprout from her hair, and her eyes turn anyone who looks upon them to stone. With her newfound powers, Medusa flees from society, hiding away in a cave in the far-off land of Libya. There she lives out the remainder of her days, feared by both gods and mortals alike. But here's the thing, Medusa's story doesn't end there. In fact, it's just beginning. You see, soon enough, a hero named Perseus will come across her cave and demand that she give him one of her snakes. Why? Because he needs it to slay the sea monster Cetus, which is terrorizing his home. And although Medusa is initially reluctant to help him, she eventually agrees. And with that, she gives Perseus one of her snakes and warns him not to look at her while it's happening. But of course, he ignores her warning, and behold, she turns him to stone. Yikes! And that, my friends, is why Medusa is known as the monster with the power to turn men to stone. So let's reflect on that for a second. Originally, Medusa was a beautiful woman. But through no fault of her own, she was turned into a terrifying monster, and forever cursed to live in solitude. Some might say that's a pretty messed up thing for Athena to do, don't you think? This tragic myth makes us ask a powerful question. Was Medusa really a villain? Or was she a victim of the gods' pride and cruelty? You decide. Now it's time for you to make your voice heard. Should Medusa be remembered as a monster, or as a misunderstood figure of Greek mythology? Share your thoughts below. And as always, if you want more mythology in your life, be sure to subscribe for more episodes of Greek Mythology Explained. Until next time, my friends, I'm your host. Stay safe and happy. And remember, the gods may be all-powerful, but they're also deeply flawed, just like us.